Hi everyone, welcome to week 7. I don't know if you can believe it how fast time goes, but it really does. 8 weeks goes really quickly. So I just wanted to do a quick video for this week's discussion board for you guys, because I saw that some of you guys have jumped in there already. And one thing I want to address is I have it pulled up over here, so if you're wondering why I'm looking over here, it's on my desktop over there for reference, is this discussion board has quite a few different sections to address. And one thing that I've noticed as we kind of been getting towards the end of the term is some of the content in our discussion boards is getting a little bit less. And in order to get that exemplary on the discussion board post rubric, we are looking for rich and significant detail, and that means more than just a few sentences. And that also means that you really want to make sure that you're hitting every single point that the discussion board is asking. So for this week, the first thing that it asks you is explain one of your favorite brands and why it's compelling to you. Every company uses marketing specifically for their brand. Everything is about the brand. Oprah, she's a brand. Everything about her is focusing on what makes her brand unique. And I always use her as an example is because people can be brands. And that's a really exciting thing in marketing, the fact that that there's so many different opportunities out there for brands. And it's really about what makes it compelling to you. Why do you love that brand so much? If it's clothing, it absolutely could be comfort, but you could talk about quality. You could talk about price. A lot of times, too, for brands, price and quality are synonymous. So a lot of people are okay with spending more money for certain brands because they know that it's going to last longer. That's maybe something that would make a brand compelling to you. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's a restaurant. That absolutely could be a brand, your favorite restaurant or place that you love to go, because what is it that keeps you coming back to that brand over and over and over again? So really make sure you really get into that, because that's really what this week is all about. Okay, so then it asks you, how does the company use marketing to communicate the brand? So pretty easy: social media, email blasts, newsletters, etc., etc. That should be pretty easy for us at this point in week 7. Then it asks you identify one way the company can improve its brand. What can they do better? Everybody can do something better. There has to be something that they can do better. So really make sure you address that. Saying, I don't think there's anything they can do better, isn't going to get you any points on the rubric for that. Even if it's something small, doesn't matter. We just spend a lot of time on social media, so feel free to go back and address what your favorite brand may or may not be doing well on social media. And then, what should the company consider to avoid an unethical marketing? Again, this can be a wide variety of things. If you're picking a food, there's a lot of things that you can focus on with that. Outsourcing overseas. Again, a gazillion things of how unethical marketing can really hurt a brand. And then that's what that next one is. How can it affect the brand? We all know what one thing can do for a brand when there's a bad decision. So keep that in mind, that you're hitting each part of that discussion board post. And really think about why you love it. I know a lot of people are very brand loyal to vehicles. Why do you buy the same brand of vehicle over and over again? Why do you buy the same pair of sneakers over and over again? Comfort, fit, price. They look cool. Doesn't matter. It can even be a favorite brand of a household. I know for me, I have 2 boys, and everything is Under Armour this. And then, of course, the sneakers for basketball are Nike. So there's a lot of different ways we can get into how brands are important to people. So really, really in week 7, I'm looking for some really, really good stuff here. And then one last thing. I know I'm approaching the 5-minute mark here. The response posts. Don't forget to compare and contrast your brands with what your peers are saying. And again, last week I kind of noticed that some of the content was a little bit light in the side of our discussion board posts. You hit the 2 minimum posts, which is great, but I am looking for way more than 3 or 4 sentences in order to elevate you to that exemplary part of the rubric. And don't forget to ask questions. Use this time as your classroom and really get some discussion going. All right, so I think that's all I have for you guys. Have a great Tuesday. My week is a little bit messed up because I had a long weekend. So any questions, you know where to find me. Email, text. I've got my Skype up as well. You're more than welcome to Skype me when I'm on my laptop. I always jump on there right away as well. So have a really great week and work hard. We're almost there. See ya.